apparently this is coming from an ex-scooper known as My Time to Shine Hello. And she's sometimes right and sometimes not so right. So I just want to put that out there. This is nothing but a rumor at this point. So take it for what you will. But the talk going around is that Sony is in development on yet another Men in Black movie. Men in Black 5 would be the case, and Will Smith has reportedly spoken with Sony about reprising his role as James Edwards' Agent J. Chances of Tommy Lee Jones probably coming back are probably slim to none, I'd say, at this point in his life and his career. But bringing back Will Smith to the franchise would probably be good for its box office, in my opinion. Anybody here like the Men in the Black movies? And if so, what do you think about the potential of a 5th film in the series?
They slap.
Think sometimes let it go.
Is that fellow Gen Zer thing? They slap.
They hard AF.
Yeah.
No, I mean, unless we're going in a totally different direction of how we're going to do it, and Will Smith is just like makes a cameo in the movie, cool, because like you got to do something different with Men in Black.
Well, the only reason I think they're maybe talking to Will Smith now, first of all, he's kind of back into prominence a little bit after the infamous Chris Rock slap, which is what I just figured out. That's what Dan meant. Dang, man. Took a minute, but I got there. But anyway, that was the reason too. Not only that, Men in Black International, which is the 4th film in the series, had Chris Hemsworth and the young lady who played Valkyrie in the MCU as well.
Yeah,
there was no Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones in it, and it did not do as well at the box office. So, to Brandon's credit, I understand, but they also tried that, and it didn't go so well. So now they're thinking, all right, well, we might need to bring back one of the OG Men in Black characters here too. So that may happen. Now, a lot of this rumor is stemming off the fact that there is an untitled Men in Black project slated in development on a production list website slated to shoot on January 6, 2025, which would be rather quick unless they've already got plans rolling on this to kind of get sets and everything built. So that's kind of where a lot of this rumor is coming from here. And it was last updated on July 8th of this year. So in that case, that very well could mean that they're going to be gearing up to do a production shoot for the movie as well. So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind possibly seeing a 5th Men in Black if it's as good as the first 3. The 4th one wasn't as great for me, just mainly because with no Will Smith or Tommy Lee Jones. But I understand they were trying something different, but for me, Will Smith is the franchise. And there is another rumor that this could possibly be leading to here. I don't know if you guys have ever seen 21 and 22 Jump Street with Channing Tatum and Jonah Hill?
Yeah.
Sony also,
I know of it, yes.
Yeah, Sony also owns that property. And for a long time, there was a lot of rumors going around that we could get a crossover between Men in Black and 21 Jump Street, kind of in the same universe, since they're undercover cops type of sort of thing, and Men in Black kind of, hides their secret identities and things like that. So could that possibly be a thing?
No.
I don't know how it would play. It might go well. It might
no.
Yeah, Aaron's definitely not for it. I can see it right now.
I mean, individually, the movies are great. Well, Men in Black is great, and then 21 Jump Street was hilarious. But to try to put them in the same universe, I feel like that there would be, I mean, for the Men in Black side, I think it would be okay because that's easily explained. But for the 21 Jump Street side, I feel like there'd be a lot of like unanswered questions there.
Yeah.
You would definitely have to tie it in narratively to what you're doing, depending on which side you kind of lean into more. Maybe Will Smith kind of goes back to being a cop, or you could bring Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum into the Men in Black. That's the only thing that would make sense to me. It would have to go one way or the other, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, we'll have to wait. It is interesting to note that Channing Tatum, within the last few weeks, did talk about how they were kind of working on an idea for a 23 Jump Street, but him and Jonah Hill would love to film it, but they never really quite nailed down the story yet. So the timing of those two stories coming up together is interesting. So maybe there's something to that, or maybe not. Maybe it's just nothing, and it's just
Well, hell, how about we just toss in a Fast and Furious crossover into this?
Oh, no.
Not owned by the same company, but there's been many rumors about Fast and Furious and Jurassic Park. I hope that don't happen.
No. Explain the rocket ship or the car attached to the rocket that went into space.
Well, not only that, in the last Jurassic World movie, Dominion, there was a scene where the dinosaurs were being sold on the black market, and there was even specific raptors that were bred for war and things like that, and they were like literally chasing Chris Pratt on a motorcycle through the streets of like London or something, so it looked like very Fast and Furious-esque. I go, oh God, please don't let this be a thing. But so far they've not done it. I hope they don't. Because even there, Brandon, that's where I jump off the Fast and Furious bandwagon, right there.
Listen,
I mean,
Now?
yeah, now.
The only way I'll watch it is if raptors are drifting. All right. If I'm seeing
There was a few of those in Dominion.
I ain't watching it.
T-Rex ain't gonna get it. His arms are too short.
I mean, there's already a 20-minute sequence in one of the Fast and Furious movies where a Pontiac Fiero, yes, a Fiero, Horton, was launched into space, and they sealed it with duct tape, and they were literally steering the car for the thrusters. It was absolutely ridiculous and stupid. That 20-minute sequence was awful. They launched it with a rocket off an airplane.
Hey, but you watched it.
I did watch it, and I about wanted to pull my eyes out during that sequence.
I don't remember the last one I watched.
Yeah. At this point, it probably should have ended at 7 with Paul Walker's death.
7 was the last one I watched.
Not only that, it ended on a perfect note. And as much as I hope they do tie it up nicely with the next one, it's not the last few have not really given me great confidence.
We've been hoping that they would tie it up the last like 5 movies.
Yeah.
But see, that's what that's kind of how I feel too with the whole Jurassic Park thing. Like it started to go off the rails. We started to go into Fast and Furious territory, and I'm like,
we're jumping the shark here.
Literally,
Yeah.
like bring it back. You know what I mean? Like let's whoa.
Do you think Men in Black could possibly jump the shark too? If they, I mean, any series could.
Series
absolutely.
could,
Yeah. I mean, I think
you
they already
established how ridiculous Men in Black was in the first movie. The only way, and I guess, like I said, they have to start changing it up. Whether that be where this is Men in Black on another planet or something, you know what I mean? Like, or even have them go to other planets. Their Men in Black is now went from an agency to like more or less they're like bounty hunters because of X, Y, and Z, right? So they have to go to different planets and catch these super criminal aliens. Like that would be cool. But if we're just repeating what we repeated from the first and the second one.
Now, I'm not going to lie, though. You would think with Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson, who was the actress who played Valkyrie, just came to me. You would think that they couldn't make it work because they're very popular right now in Hollywood. However, I wouldn't mind maybe seeing Will Smith and Chris Hemsworth teaming up. That could be interesting. That could be a lot of fun. Both guys got great comedic timing. Could be fun there. But I don't know if we're actually going to get that.
Yeah, but I actually hope that, at least as far as Will Smith's character, I hope that he takes the role of, like, is it Zed or Zeb?
No.
Like,
oh, you mean, yeah.
He'll be like the director.
That would be cool.
Just like a cameo thing, not anything too big.
Or what if Tommy Lee Jones does that, since he's upper in age and wouldn't be on screen very much? Maybe he plays that role to start. And then, like you said,
then you'd have Agent J be the new Agent K, to where he's training his replacement.
Which he's done a little bit of that here and there, but it's never really stuck. And Will Smith kind of stuck around in the organization.
No more. No more.
No more. Oh, I thought you were talking about Men in Black. No more of those two, huh? No mas. Thank you for checking out this clip from the Dragon's Den podcast. If you like what you saw here, please consider checking out our live podcast almost every single Friday night here on the channel at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And until our next video, guys, take care and God bless.